Okay, what's up, WordPress users? Ken here. I figure I'm going to throw some videos. I'm going to do more things with WordPress and videos and see if this is more helpful. And I'm just going to jump in. And share some things that I'm working on, things with WordPress, my website, the Kadence theme, which is a theme that I use mostly now. I do use Divi for some clients. I think it's a good theme as well, but I use Kadence mainly for I like less is more. I like faster. I like when things get better, but also get simpler. Divi is great too. It has its own design interface. Cadence plays off of Gutenberg blocks, which is more of a native editing environment in WordPress. And if you're going cross-eyed by all the things I'm saying, don't worry about it. Let me just show you some cool stuff on WordPress, my website, themes, the Cadence theme in particular, and yeah, just some things, some design stuff. Um, Maybe to whet your WordPress appetite. Okay. Okay, in front of me is my website, Coaching Sites That Work, and there's a black bar across the top, meaning you've been logged in, and so it's a quick menu. I'm on the Chrome browser. If I were to switch over to the Safari browser, when you go between browsers, I can basically look at my website, um, not being logged in. So on Chrome browser, I'm logged into my website, so it has this little extra menu bar. So you can't really see the design fully. But if I go to the Safari, you can see the design more fully. That's a little quick way to go between the live version of your site and the back end without seeing that little menu bar. So it's a bit cleaner. As you can see, it's cleaner here. I go back over here. I also have some other tabs open. So this is a bit of a cleaner look. And I have this test page for fun that I play with the Cadence theme and the little tools that come with it. I call it Cadence blocks. So, and here's where I mess around. I can change things and play around with settings and see how stuff works. So here's that my play page, and I pulled up a client's photo, Catherine Bach. It's a good photo, good smile, positive energy, and I was playing with some of the updates recently in the Cadence uh, with Cadence, and there's some nice things that they do. I'm a techie. I love all these little details, spacing, and colors, and how you can design pages faster. But here's a my play page, and I put Catherine's face. Okay, so one of the challenges that a lot of coaches have when they go to build their website is making it look good, especially just the start of the homepage. They'll have a good photo of themselves, but they don't know how to put it on the page in a way that works with the colors and the wording and perhaps buttons. And in this case, what we have on this play page that I made is Catherine's face on the right half, and then some text on the left half, and then a button. This is a good, simple way to get your message across quickly. Make sure that you're present on your website because your face is here. You're the coach. It'd probably be good to have her name here because on this play page, I don't, it says Ken Schroeder here. And the main call to action that you want people to do, basically book a call or get in touch or request a session with you, or maybe even get on your email list. There are many ways you can go about the call to action, but ultimately, for many coaches, it's getting on that initial conversation going or get on an initial call and build the relationship, follow up with the lead. Um, and there are different ways to do it. They all can work. I think the most important thing is to make sure that your invitation is clear, simple, enticing, and that it makes sense with the way you want to engage potential new clients. So I think there are quite a few things that go into it, but in simple, it's basically taking someone to your site to a connection with you. In this case, I have book a call because a lot of coaches want to have booking calendar software and fill it up with clients. But this could easily be request a session, and it can be a form. Or it could be hop on my email list where you don't even try to get a consultation at anyone. You just grow your list, and then you contact them after they're on your list. You invite them to a call, or maybe a personal message or something. So there are different ways to do it. But again, the challenge I often find is, just getting started on the homepage, how the top area looks. A lot of coaches make a mess out of it. The coach is not even on the site. There's no picture of the coach. You don't know what they're saying. Sometimes there's no content, just maybe some big graphic, and you got to scroll down to find anything. And oftentimes there's no clear call to action either. So here it is. I was playing with the Kadence theme and how quickly, in fact, how well I can set up this section and make it look good. Oftentimes, also part of the problem is there'll be an image and then the colors don't match. It doesn't feel right. Here it's like your life, your way. So it's a bit of a happy vibe. And I have Catherine's happy face. And I pulled out a yellow from the image because yellow is often associated with happiness. The blue here, maybe that could be, not so. I don't know if blue helps with the happiness vibe, but it's clear. It's a clear button. It's obvious. Maybe a bit of a warm red, like in the lipstick, would match the image better, and it would just be more cohesive. So a lot of coaches' websites are not cohesive either. So and you get basically you get a mess, and something feels off, or reads off, or looks off, or is hard to find, or blah blah blah. Lots of problems. Um, so I was messing around with the Kadence theme and looking at the new updates they made, and some spacing things, and this is pretty good. They did some new things with buttons, and I'm not going to go into the details of that. Just going to go in, and actually what I'm going to do now is go and change the color of this button to maybe something in the lipstick. Maybe just straight up into the lipstick. Maybe, you can play with these things to figure out what's best. So let me go over and edit this page, and again show you a little bit of the Kadence. Uh, Kadence blocks is really the element, but the Kadence theme blocks are really just the tools for the editing environment, like an image block, or a paragraph block. Like kids play with blocks. They stack them. They pull this here, push that there. You can have a button block. You can have all kinds of things for blocks. So it's conceptually just the various things you put on a page. So here's a I'll click on the book of call. Let me change the color of this button. I simply click on the button. On the right shows the blocks. Here says block. This is a single button. At the bottom left, there is a hierarchy of blocks. So basically, you can put a block in a block. So this button is in a section, which is in a row. I'm not going to go into too much detail there. And this is, like a bunch of different things and things nested below each other. Again, not for today, but let me just show you. I have the button here. On the right, I'll go to style, and I'll change the background color of the button to a lipstick color in that lipstick. It'd be nice if I could sample the image here and get the color quickly. I'll just rough guesstimate it. Yeah, it's a bit of a dark red. Is it orangey? Maybe a smidgen. I'll just go here. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty close. A little bit brighter. If you make it hard red, full on bright, then it's jarring with the yellow. You can see that kind of hurts. Let's just get rid of that border while we're at it so you can see better. That red is not too bad, not too jarring. But you can see the edge where the button hits and the yellow hits is a little bit of pain you can feel in your eye. Maybe not a big deal that you noticed, but if you take some color out of it and mute it, you can see it feels of the same. You can feel more of a similar vibrance as the yellow. So let me just go with something a little less, yeah, and a little bit darker also shows. Yeah, so let's just pop in. I'm looking at her lips on her lipstick, and maybe it's a bit redder. Let's go to the other side of the red spectrum. Yeah, it's not that red. More of a red orange and a bit darker. Let's just go with Normally, I would go to Photoshop and sample the color out of there, quickly get it. But let's just guesstimate it at that. Let's go to this other button. Actually, when you roll over it, there's another color. So let me go back to the rollover color. So the background color is here, and when you click on this, you get the hover. Hover color is blue. What did we do here? Button styles, background, border radius, box. Maybe they've changed some things around. Oh yeah, here's the hover. So we'll make it the same. Let's just make it black for simplicity. Yeah, now hover, it's black's over there. Black. And then this blue one, let's again make that a similar color. Let's click over here on style, make the blue that version of red somewhere over here. And then it looks like there's an outline. I like getting rid of, well, I think it's just going to be border here. Let's put that border in. Also make it, actually, if I just go to this and I click over here and copy the hex color, I can quickly go over to the background and pop it in there. I want the border, right? Back to the border is what I wanted. And paste the border in there. So now the border is that color. Hover is black. Let's go back to the hover and let's just make that. Let's make that actually red. And it goes white and that one goes black. Okay, well, I've done a few things. But the main thing is that the blue is now something of that lipstick red. Let me go over here and reload this page. Let's see what the red looks like. And the blue is there, but you'll see that the red kind of pulls in and balances with the picture. It'll probably feel better. Is it too red? Maybe. You know, it might be too much red. Let's slow in the load here. This. Oh, okay. Let me update this page. That, and let's have a look at it. Okay. So there you go. Now you can see the red matches the lips and lipstick. It may feel a bit heavy on the red. The black at the top against yellow, that is quite a high contrast. In her picture is quite a bit of contrast. The black, uh, her black jacket, vest, top, and her light colored hair. So, um, but yeah, I think that's better than the blue. I think it might be a bit strong. Um, so be it. But as you can see, their colors are matching a bit better. So the Kadence theme is what I'm excited about. I'm messing around with and building pages with, and making sure they look good on mobile devices and etc. etc. So just a quick video, show you some of the things, a bit of WordPress, a bit of blocks, a bit of themes, a couple of tips on making the homepage look good. Still, this yellow feels a bit, I don't know, something doesn't feel right here. Um, so that yellow in the background might need a little. Is it too yellow? Is it too muted? Um, would a pinkish color in the skin feel better? It might feel more feminine. A lot of our clients are women, so why don't I go ahead and mess with that color? Let's do it. And I will stop the video just to give you a quick look. So I will click on this yellow, and there's a blue bounding box. That's the let you know that that's what you're working on. So I'll click on this, and down here in the hierarchy, it shows it's a row layout. On the right is the row block, and if I go to the style element here, it's this yellow. So I'll change that yellow. I can mute it. I can mute it more by just going, instead of the yellow, just drop it down in the gray zone. That's a little too dark. I can brighten it more yellow in it. That feels a little bit too much. I can soften it like that yellow. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I'm going to soften the yellow. Just pull some yellow out of it. Let's do that. And I'll show you what it looks like. Here's your site with the yellow before, and then here, and I'm going to reload it so it shows the more softened yellow. So just watch. There. Okay. That is kind of nicer. That feels a bit better to me. Okay. This is very thick, powerful font. So there's that. Font choice matters. I mean, this matches the font that I'm using across my website. So this is not it's not the font that she has on her website. Um, we have on her website. eh, Let's go to her website so you can see the font. Yeah, we have this font, which I forgot the name of it was, but it's more of a handwriting font. We got this purple going, a bit more feminine, which works really nice, I think. Very personal. So let me actually I'll change the font to something a bit more, a little less of my, my thick, bold font that I'm using to one of her font styles. Let's go over here. Do not remember what it is. And unfortunately, they don't show you exactly what it looks like here. Maybe one day they'll have a better update. And that's kind of fun. So she has a fun vibe to her, right? And so a font that feels similar like that would be good. Mine was a bit too heavy, I think. Um, what is the name of this font? I wish I could remember. I don't know. I'm just gonna be shooting in the dark, so I'll be messing around too much here. Um, but let's actually just go back to the first one so you can see how fast things feel and they change. The one I chose a moment ago was ABZ. Let's just do that. Update. It's a bit more playful and it's less bold than what I had a moment ago. But let's go back here and look at it to see how the font style actually changes things as well. All these things matter: the colors, the font, etc. In fact, I would rather have a black button, and then when you roll over it, it turns red. So then the red is more subtle. Anyways, you can see how this changes a bit. Why this probably feels better than the other one. The other one's pretty heavy and bold. This has a little fun play to it. But on her website, we have this, which is both bold because she has like a black bold in there, but also fun and playful. Maybe not be her word, but definitely a positive vibe about her. Um, yeah, she, yeah. Okay. Anyways, showing you stuff. I hope I'm not babbling in circles too much. Hope you find this interesting. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Just post, Ken, yeah, this is good. Ken, you're babbling too much. Ken, go quicker. Or Ken, yeah, no, this is great. I love seeing what's going on. Whatever else you find interesting. Love to hear from you. Post comments. And I hope this video came out clear.